Maiori is a town lying on the Amalfi Coast of Italy. This lovely, lively little town is located in the Salerno province, surrounded by lush green hills and heavenly beaches. If you love stunning views, unique attractions, and great food, add Maiori to your list of must-visit destinations. Buongiorno folks, it's James from ViaTravelers.com, where our channel and blog focus on giving you top information about travelling, including travel tips, itineraries, and guides. If this sounds like your jam, please subscribe to our humble channel to get the latest updates. Did you know that Maiori was the vacation paradise of ancient Romans? Well, now you do. With this history of being an ancient tourist attraction, there's still an ongoing debate on who actually founded Maiori. No one can really agree if it's the Etruscans, the Romans, or the Greeks. It's interesting, but ultimately unimportant, especially once you set eyes on this Italian paradise. Maiori sits upon the largest unbroken stretch of beach on the Amalfi Coast. The town is known for its delicious seafood, as well as its unique architecture. It's home to many beautiful churches and historical structures well worth a wander. So let's get stuck in and talk more about the best things to do in Maiori. The Church of Santa Maria a Mare stands in the heart of town on the side of Mount Torina. The hermits of Sant'Agostino built this church on the remains of Rocca di Sant'Angelo in the 1200s. The church underwent many alterations throughout its history, combining three pre-existing churches. The 14th century bell tower has a colourful tiled dome, while most of the exterior originates from the 18th century. The church has a spacious interior, with a vaulted nave and coffered ceiling, and an impressive organ in its choir loft. Well, the wonders of this church don't end there. The Church of Santa Maria a Mare is also home to a museum, the Museum of Sacred Art. This museum is home to relief structures, statues, and the relics of Saint Clement in the church's crypt. Being home to the longest beach along the Amalfi Coast, Maiori is a paradise for those who want space. The Amalfi Coast is stunning, and you can enjoy it whether or not you have company. Unlike other beaches along the Amalfi Coast where you have to walk or climb, Maiori Beach is quite easy to reach. Maiori Beach is pretty popular in July and August, but there is plenty of space to enjoy yourself. There is a free beach and many shops where you can rent umbrellas and loungers. You can also enjoy cafes and restaurants along the water's edge because it is so close to the town. There are also shops where you can rent pedal boats and canoes for your enjoyment. Do you know what the most exciting thing about this chunk of the Amalfi Coast is? There is a sea cave called Grotta di Pandora that you can reach by boat. It's only a few minutes from Maiori. The cave is wide and exceptionally beautiful. Your eyes will feast on the amazing views of stalagmites, stalactites, and azure waters. Best things to do in Maiori: Castle of San Nicola de Thoro Plano. The Castle of San Nicola de Thoro Plano is a fascinating set of ruins I highly recommend. It was once a fortified stronghold built in the 9th century. Its original purpose was to protect refugees fleeing various Lombard and Saracen attacks. The fortress ruins stand atop a hill overlooking the Acola and Carpineto villages. The fortress gets its name from its location on a rolling hill and the old church it once housed, dedicated to Saint Nicola. Despite being abandoned for centuries, the ruins are in remarkably good shape. You can still see spy holes and buttresses in the battlements, with 9 small cylindrical towers splitting the walls. You can enter the castle of San Nicola de Thoro Plano for free. You'll get a spectacular view over the gulf, the valley, and the nearby town of Ravello from here. Prepare to climb about 290 stairs to get to the castle, as it's not accessible by car. Mezzacapo Castle is perched on a rocky spur in the Torricella area. The awe-inspiring structure draws the attention of just about everyone arriving in the port of Maiori. Just one look, and you can believe it popped right out of a children's storybook thanks to its light hues and symmetrical shapes. The castle is named after the Mezzacapo family, and its backstory is quite fascinating. On a trip to France, a Mezzacapo marquis admired the chateau he visited on the Loire. He decided to copy the castle in his hometown of Maiori. To let the local builders know what he was looking for, he showed them a French matchbox featuring an image of the castle, and from that image, they set to work on this masterpiece. The Mezzacapo Castle was completed in the 19th century and bears a remarkably accurate resemblance to its French twin. It stands near the Annunziata Cave and the Thoro Mezzacapo. The castle has 3 stories, 3 cylinder turrets with conical spires, and a lovely garden. Today, you can stay at the Mezzacapo Castle, amid beautiful scenery framed by the sea and mountains. Book a room and stay a while. You'll feel like royalty living in a storybook world. The Lemon Path is a lovely historic path connecting Maiori and Minori. I went into it on the Minori video, which you can watch here. And if you're in Maiori, yes, damn it, you need to walk the Lemon Path. Along this walk, you will experience all Amalfi has to offer. Picturesque sea views, rolling hills, and lemons. Lots and lots of lemons. The lemon groves along this path produce the region's famous lemons. You may follow the footprints of the region's first lemon farmers between the sea and the cliffs. Stroll past the lemon trees and agricultural terraces that drop straight down into the clear Mediterranean waters below. Get yourself ready for a decent amount of walking. The path presents no challenges or sharp drops, but it has over 400 steps. While a solid walk, it's a lovely stroll for non-hikers and children. It takes roughly an hour to walk the Path of Lemons. On the Maiori side, it begins close to the Via Vena steps and the Church of Santa Maria a Mare. The path leads you to the terraced lemon and olive groves after passing through the town through more beautiful scenery to Torre, where it descends to Minori. So hey, how's it going so far? Do you like the video? Like the pictures? Well, you can get more travel advice, tips, tricks, and eye candy from our newsletter. Subscribe to the viatravelers.com newsletter to get weekly email updates. Now back to the action. The Palazzo Mezzacapo is a palace on Corso Regina, the main thoroughfare on Maiori. The Marquis of Mezzacapo constructed this place in the design of a Maltese cross. The palace has gardens that amaze visitors with an unmatched explosion of colour. The Palace of Mezzacapo was the residence of the Mezzacapo's Marquis and his descendants. Decorated in the Baroque style, it features distinctive paintings, gleaming marble stairs, and beautiful wood carvings. Each scene is a representation of the family's philosophy and social standing. You can only guess their grandeur and success at the time. Palazzo Mezzacapo now serves as the town hall of Maiori. It frequently holds concerts, art exhibitions, and weddings. If you're an art lover, spend some time in the palace's chambers to view the Ludwig frescoes. The largest and most historic tower on the Amalfi Coast is the Norman Tower. This tower was constructed between 1250 and 1300. It is a brilliant example of an increased tower used to see pirate ships approaching from the south. Presently, the tower offers stunning terraces for a more romantic reception watching the setting sun. It has an internal partition that is suited to the requirements of modern renovation. The Norman Tower houses Ristorante Torre Normanna. It includes a private beach with sun lounges and umbrellas and a cocktail bar. You may take in the spectacular natural surroundings while indulging in delectable seafood specialities. They make the fabled huge Italian pizza, and you can also taste regional desserts like Delize al Limone or Norman cake. The Church of San Francesco sits between a cliff face and the sea bordering Maiori and Minori. Over centuries, it has witnessed a voyage through the cultural and religious history of Maiori. The Rococo Church of San Francesco opened in 1783 next to a historic monastery built in the 1400s. It has a rich interior featuring pieces of art from across the ages, donated by the wealthy noble families of Maiori. There is a magnificent crucifixion composition by a Flemish artist from the 15th century, and other works of art in the church. Several other pieces of art, including replicas of famous works by Vasari, Titian, and Pietro de Cortona, are kept at the monastery. The monastery still houses a small community of monks and a religious shelter. You can stroll through the monastery's miraculous San Bernardino fountain and the secret passageways. You can also find peace at the cloisters and library of the Church of San Francesco. The Abbey of Santa Maria de Olearia is an ancient artistic gem in Maiori. This Benedictine abbey was founded in 973 near the historical centre of Maiori. The structure is located in a spot near a state highway, and yet is still a haven of tranquility. While active throughout the Middle Ages, the abbey was left deserted when the last abbot passed away in 1509. The building's central core was originally built in 973. It has undergone multiple expansions inside a rocky cavern that both man and nature carved out since then. The three tiny overlapping churches that make up the monument's core may hardly be seen among the rocks today. The site's best preserved paintings are located in the lower church. It comprises a rectangular room with 3 little apses, and 2 cycles of frescoes are painted on each wall. It's referred to as the Catacombs Chapel or the Crypt. The main chapel is the second church. It faces out over a lovely terrace and used to be covered in frescoes both inside and out. After the renovation in 1988, many paintings were spared, but presently many others, particularly the outside ones, are terribly damaged. San Nicola is the name of the third church. This is also completely frescoed, but the scenes from the saint's life are broken up in the apse to create a way for a Virgin and Child, as well as San Nicola and San Paolino. Moreover, there are 2 praying angels and a round form that symbolises God's hand on the facade. The area around the abbey is also lovely. The olive trees that cover the hill offer a welcome respite from the hot Mediterranean sun. The hill has a lovely view of the sea. The olive trees are responsible for the abbey's name. Olearia equals olive oil, if you didn't know. And there used to be a well-known olive mill nearby. If you enjoy hiking across the Amalfi countryside, Maiori is a terrific place to start, particularly with a jaunt of places like Monte Falerzio and the shrine of the Blessed Lady Mary Advocate. This landmark can only be reached on foot, following the path leading to Monte Falerzio. This walking route's broad open spaces with views of the ocean inspire visitors to meditate on the infinite. The route from Maiori to Falerzio's summit is incredibly beautiful and truly magnificent. It ascends through lemon groves and a lush Mediterranean scrub, passing numerous characteristic ruins and water sources. The ascent of the Mount of Avvocata trekking path is of medium difficulty, challenging but not impossible, although the roughly 4-kilometre course includes a moderately challenging ascent that calls for some planning and orienteering abilities. Once you get there, this red brick edifice from the 16th century is perched above a grand viewing deck, making for unrivaled views of the area. It takes about 5 hours to travel round trip, so plan for a big dinner that night. Maiori might be a small town, but it packs a big old punch well above its weight when it comes to things to see, do, and eat. From stunning beaches to delicious restaurants and amazing attractions, it is everything you're looking for in an idyllic Italian vacation spot. Well, that's all for today, travellers. I hope you found this video helpful and fun. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao, Bella.